Okay, I've never done this before, but I've just finished my review of these clubs, and these are going to be the drivers the big brands need to beat in 2026. Some of the shots that I hit with these clubs, some of the findings that we've got, you will not believe. So guys, make sure you stay tuned. If you want to see what the best driver of 2026 could potentially look like, I'm going to use the word, Bob, I'm flabbergasted. Hi everyone, my name is James, welcome back to this YouTube channel. Today we have the brand new Touareg Exotics drivers. Now these look absolutely fantastic. I have the LS model and the Max model we're going to test here today. We're going to put them through the paces out on the golf course, and of course we're going to talk numbers for them. There's actually 3 drivers in this lineup. There's also a light version as well. For anyone who's kind of wanting more club head speed and wanting to make the game a little bit easier to launch, that could be a really good option for you. But guys, before we get into this video, please comment below which option would you go for, and would you consider one of these over maybe a Ping, a Titleist, a TaylorMade, a Callaway moving into next year. I love that they've brought these out early. I think they're kind of really putting their flag in the ground saying these are the drivers that you need to test. So hopefully we'll find that in today's video. There's 50 to 80% more carbon in these heads than in any previous Touareg model. Now, whenever I look through specs and I look through tech, there's not often anything that kind of jumps out of the page for me. But Touareg doing that and allowing them to put that other discretionary weight everywhere else with all these kind of tungsten weights and things like that is phenomenal. So huge hats off to the guys at Touareg. What should we go first, Bob? I'm going to go the 10K one. Can you hold me that one, please? This is a really, really good looking driver then. We do have kind of movable weight tech back here. Very Ping-esque, I would say. So you can see we've got a draw setting, we've got a fade setting, and we've also got an adjustable neck where you can do loft and lie as well. 10K, where we heard that before. Everyone's kind of done that, haven't they now? But I mean, if you want a nice forgiving drive, we've got pyramid face as well, so it's like a multi-face variable thickness. We're getting into it early with the tech here because that's what the guys at Touareg have done. They've like said, we're going to make this as forgiving as humanly possible. So we'll put a close on screen now. A really, really nice looking carbon crown, multi-material design. It really looks good, this. It looks very Ping-esque, actually, I think. And straight off the bat, that feels really, really strong. Up the left-hand side, it's going to kick back into the fairway that nicely. What I like about that is that was a bit of a low heel strike, but it still performed really well. That's the first time I've hit one of these drivers outside. I've already done the numbers inside, and it sounded like okay inside. That actually sounded really, really nice. And things can sound different. I've got a Ventus shaft in here as well. So $499, this is coming as a package. They're the same price all around, the LS, the Max and the Light. What do you? I love the new logo in as well.
I like the logo.
Yeah, I'm a really big fan of that.
That sounded nice.
Yeah, it did sound nice. We'll go one more of this, then we'll go LS. Can I launch it a bit higher? This is a 9-degree. Sternum back, launch it higher. Oh, wow. Look at that. That's done really, really well. One of the things visually that I'm really enjoying with that 10K driver as well is it's launched nice and high, the second one, but didn't look to be spinny. You can tell a spinny ball flight in the air. Like, we'll talk numbers and we'll talk spin rates. They're pretty good, to be fair. Like, stay tuned for that. But you're all right, Bob. But generally, what I do like about that is you can tell that it's not flying up and it's also not dipping out of the air. You all right? You're like proper engrossed in these, aren't you? This head shape looks absolutely incredible. Reminiscent of, do you remember the TaylorMade M1 420? Like the smaller head 430, the TaylorMade M1? No, you don't. Guys, comment below. Yeah. Was it the M5? Anyway, that'll be on screen as well. But a lovely, sleeker looking head. Now, the movable weights in here, that tungsten, because of the discretionary weight changes, because of the extra carbon, I love a good story. You know how it all kind of moves on? We've got a front weight and a back weight. So we've got an 18 gram weight and we've got a 5 gram weight. That's one of the biggest differences I've seen in front to back weight in like ever. So this could be an absolute beast. Love that blacked out look as well. Oh, this looks incredible, Bob. Am I good enough to use this driver though? Wow. They honestly sound potentially like the best driver I've ever hit. Sound-wise, that is up there with, I think the best driver I've ever hit stands at the Titleist TSR3. The GT stuff doesn't sound as good for me from Titleist, We've hit the fairway 2 out of 3 times. We hit the fairway there with the LS, a lovely big high slight fade. This isn't going to be as forgiving, but it could be a great driver for lots of golfers who do want to kind of get that spin down, launch it up, and really start to get that longer drive probably, as long as you hit it out the middle. The heavy weight at the back here as well, actually. Look at that one. Look at that one. Right, I'm going to go as far as saying so far so good. Let's jump in the studio, let's talk some numbers for these drivers as well and see, ooh, what a time of year, and see just how good these drivers can potentially be for $499. Which doesn't sound cheap, but in today's market where the new drivers next year will probably be about $650, yeah, it's better, isn't it? It's better. Okay, so let's kick off numbers with this Exotics Max driver. Now this, of course, is that 10K powered driver, and it could be one of the most forgiving drivers moving into next year. I love that Tour Edge are like, you know what, the other brands bring them out in like January, don't they? Bang, October, have that, and just see how you go. I really do like that carbon crown. It looks fantastic. It's like a, listen, like a matte finish. ASMR, that one. Right. I think this will spin too much for me. I think we'll get good speeds, but I don't think it's going to carry more than about 260. We might struggle. I might be proved totally wrong, but I'll tell you what, straight off the bat. Go on. Like I struck that horrifically. And I've nearly topped that. It's gone 264. Can't wait to test it. By the way, I'm sure I've showed you this already in the video, but how good does that look? 2 movable weights in there as well. We do have movable weights in the back of here as well to go drawing fed. I'm going to keep it in its 10K setting with it right in the centre. Really good looking driver head this. That's better. See, that one's actually launched more as well. What's that carried? 260 carry up to 280 total. Spinning quite low, like I'm not struggling with the spin rate at all. I can maybe have a go at this and try and launch it a little bit higher. We've got it set on 9 degrees. Could maybe even move that up a touch. I've tried to launch that and just absolutely cannoned it to the right. That's a nice one. I like how it's not launching like stupidly high, and like consistency wise it's doing pretty well. Like I said, I think that 260 carry is going to be our real limit with this. I think moving into the LS model could be a really, really interesting take. Head shape's really nice though. Oh, you've just turned it over. You've just turned it too much. See, I think with the carbon elements in this, you can loft this up and get this really moving. You can see all the different elements. I can change lie angle, I can change loft. I'm going to put it on higher standard lie angle. So that's going to be playing more like 10, 10 and a half. It should help me because I'm trying to launch it. I don't need to try and launch it. The whole idea behind this club is it launches itself. Like the new iPhone launched itself. There we go. That's launching higher. Still a bit pulley though. 260 carry. That feels like as good as I've got with this. That's, again, very, very similar, nice and straight, 280 total now. Let's go LS. Before we do, let's jump back outside, see exactly which driver's performing best on the course, and finish up looking at this beauty. Okay, so one of the big things that I think Tour Edge are doing really well at the moment is generating consistent clubs, and we can see here that we've hit 4 tee shots and they're all, I mean, the left to right dispersion we'll not talk about too much, Bob, because we'll kind of split the fairway a little bit, but that front to back dispersion with both the Max and the LS, they've all gone exactly the same distance. We've got around 150 yards into this par 4, we've hit some really nice shots. I actually thought the final shot, the lower one with the LS, was maybe dipping out the air. It was like a sub 2000 spin visually, like I'm not a human launch monitor, but it's still done well, it's still got up there, and I feel like that's what, such as the Callaway Triple Diamonds driver do, that's what the Titleist GT4 driver does, and that's what now maybe with all this new discretionary weight and that 80 to 50% more carbon, maybe Tour Edge are doing that as well, which is Right, so another piece of tech within these clubs that I should probably talk about is, I've just been talking about, haven't I? Literally just been, this is why I have to have my phone with me. Oh, this is so unprofessional. We might even take this out, Bob. It's a 360 Ridgeback technology. So that is like Tour Edge's main tech as well. So the 360 Ridgeback does make for a much more stable head through impact and of course allows for more forgiveness. Now, the big thing here is carbon fiber, like allowing for 50 to 80%, imagine that, 50 to 80% more carbon fiber is quite ridiculous. And that's why I'm gonna go LS first, I think here, but that's why having the light model as well is an absolute game changer for the guys at Tour Edge because they're covering every base. Now, I think the 10K model could be the model for most golfers. Like, there's not many people going to want to order the LS, I don't think personally. But I think having the Max, you know what, like, I'd have loved to have seen the Max with movable weight forward and back. You would lose the 10K inertia then though, so it probably wouldn't be, wait, that's why they've not done it, essentially, but can hit some long drives down the par 5. See, the one I would want is this, but the one I probably should have is the Max. That is like, so it's not difficult to launch. That one's gone slightly right. Don't necessarily mind it. I've struck it a bit high toe. Still going to be a decent spin rate. Come on, let's play a better one. Let's launch it down the fairway. That's the one. That's the one. Almost did look a little bit kind of dippy in flight, that, but not too bad at all. I don't think I'd be moving that heavier weight forward. I think that's for the proper golfers, Bob, isn't it? Not.
You're not a proper golfer.
I don't know anymore. Oh, look at that.
Oh.
Good Lord. So how forgiving is the 10K? I think the 10K is going to be the one. When we're doing the best drivers of 2026 in like 6 months' time, I think this is going to be like, you know, the driver that shocked everyone. That'll be a title for Big Al, won't it? But it's right. It's proper right. You can stand here. You've got your Ridgeback, you've got your carbon, and just hit that. That is so good. I'm going to be really interested to see which shot's gone further there. The LS, like the second LS one we hit, the good one, or that. Because I really do think that this might have just gone further than it. Because you can still get low spin. Like it's not a case of you sacrificing much. It's not going to be as low spin, but how low spin do you need? And that's a carbon copy again. Like consistency factor wise, this Exotics Max is absolutely unbelievable. Let's get down there and see exactly which one's done best and try and get out of the sun because it might not be warm, but Bobby's burning. Okay, straight away, this club looks delightful down at the ball. I absolutely love that carbon design, love that multi-composite material, and again, that lovely kind of soft feel on there looks absolutely glorious. Tour Edge Exotics have absolutely smashed this out of the park. Let's see if I can do the same. Straight away, a totally different feeling driver to the Max version. What's that carrying in the air? 265, releasing up to 285, so we're already picking up numbers here. We're picking up speed, we're picking up distance. The spin rate's sub 2000. It's a very, very nice number. And it's one of the straighter ones we've hit as well. The smaller head looks, I think, really, really good. Oh, that wasn't the best strike. Another nice one. Stable in the air, still going. 280 total, 279. Again, spinning nice and low. We've cut across that a little bit. I'd like to try and get on the inside. The sound's a bit loud. I don't know if that's going to put people off, but again, it's a nice one. 280 total on the nose, sub 2 spin. This is the one for me, I think. 2000 spin. Does that stay in the air better? Yeah, a little bit more. 285. Again, a nice straight one, which is what we want. Still cutting across it. That is obviously me. Shows you can still use a driver like this if you do cut across it. Usually You want to be like in here with a low spin drive and really get it releasing more. Look at that one go. I think the consistency behind the LS is really, really impressive. A little bit longer I've found than the Max. Max maybe a little bit big down at the ball visually. That felt like the best one yet, by far. But again, very, very consistent. 265 carry, 284 total. Let's jump back out there. Let's put these properly to the test on the course, see just how forgiving and just how good they can really be. So you see, from a consistency standpoint, again, we're talking about this dispersion, exactly the same. The LS1 is just in the rough there on the left. I mean, it's a yard further back, but like they've gone exactly the same distance. So what Tour Edge have managed to unlock here is something rather special. But which one should you go for? Which one should I go for? Which one should Bob go for? Let's come to a conclusion. So in the world of golf, you get one chance and one chance only, which is why sometimes when we do these tests, it's a very enjoyable process hitting lots of white head cover, and I'm just throwing them. Like, the head covers are nice though, to be fair, like I rate them. But you get one chance, and whenever we do this test and you hit like 15, 20, 30, 40 shots in the simulator to get numbers, that's all good and well. We compare them with a couple of shots each, all good and well. We get out here on the 18th tee where it matters. You know what, I'm going to go LS first here. Try and bomb one over the corner. So we're going to imagine here that we are on final round of the club championship. You've played well. You've got to hit the fairway. You've got to birdie the last to beat Connor. Connor really wanted to beat, wouldn't he? Can I afford to miss-hit this driver? Like if I hit a really good one, it's going to perform. We know that any driver is. It's good, but it's right. I've struck that really well. I've just come out of it a bit. That's going to be right-hand rough. It's not going to be the end of the world. And I tell you what, it sounded incredible again. Now, does the 10K forgiveness of the Max change everything? Because I can still get, I've seen we can still get lower spin. Now, does it gear open as much? Again, we're going to take the Tiger line. Immediately, I've got more confidence because the face is bigger. And straight away, this is going to be interesting because they were both very similar. The 10K is certainly in the fairway. I do think it might be a bit shorter, actually. But when I show you where I've struck this from, you won't believe it. Well. Oh, yeah. That's wild, isn't it? And that's what you're paying the money for with the Max. Let's go and see where they've finished. Because look where I struck the LS. Bang in the middle compared to low heel. We might still have a better shot with the Max. Head cover's a bit tight, actually. This is absolutely wild that they've gone the same distance and we're in the fairway with the 10K, the Max. Guys, that kind of speaks for itself. I really hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, hit that subscribe button below. Thank you so much for the support in 2025. Lots more product for 2026 coming very, very soon. So subscribe and we'll see you all at the same time tomorrow. Goodbye.